reduce maternal mortality. Anambra State government suspends subvention of Nielsen over unpaid salaries. NAFDAC laments negative response to Nigeria's food abroad. 2 vessels hijacked by Somali pirates freed. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Welcome to the news this morning. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Anambra State Governor's wife, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, has spoken with Mrs. Tonia Obala, a former tennis champion who was found wandering the streets of the state capital. We have details of this report from our studio.
In the phone call, Mrs. Soludo, while sharing lively conversations with Mrs. Obala, promised to immediately take her into rehabilitation and help to reunite her with her daughter and family. Ms. Obala was recently caught now in a viral video wandering the popular club road in Oka, formerly known as Abakaliki Street. On seeing the video, Mrs. Soludo reached out to the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare to immediately take custody of the ex-tennis champion. Speaking with Tonia on the phone after she was found by the ministry, Mrs. Soludo assured her that the state government would ensure her full recovery and reintegration into the society. She explained that the difficulty faced by Tonia was only temporary and promised to use her non-governmental organization, Healthy Living with Nonye Soludo, to assist her in certain areas of needs, including nutrition and mental health counseling. Tonia is already taking treatment at an undisclosed hospital.
Anambra Governor's wife, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, has held the commencement of training of medical personnel on anti-shock garment use in Anambra as another bold step towards reducing maternal mortality. Mrs. Soludo, who was speaking in Oka during a review of the first day of the training, said she was hopeful that the process will be a big boost to the plans of the present administration to cut down the rate of maternal and natal mortalities to 0. We have details from our studio.
Mrs. Soludo, who was speaking in Oka during a review of the first day of the training, said she was hopeful that the process will be a big boost to the plans of the present administration to cut down the rate of maternity and natal mortalities to 0. On October 17, 2023, the state government, through the efforts of the governor's wife, donated 120 anti-shock garments to the general hospitals and mission-owned health facilities in Oka. The move, according to the governor's wife, was to avert after-birth death and improve trust in public health facilities in the state. Commenting on the training for healthcare professionals who would operate the devices, Mrs. Soludo expressed satisfaction with the intensity of the training and the commitment that has been shown by the trainees to lead the project. She noted that while the state government is procuring more devices, she is looking forward to full usage of ones available for the benefit of mothers living in the state. The governor's wife maintained that the current administration is very deliberate to reform the state's health sector, pointing out that at the end of the day, it is expected that everyone living in the state will have easy access to the quality and affordable health care service delivery. Mrs. Soludo, while commending the Anambra State Ministry of Health for how it is conducting the training, urged the trainees to see their current responsibility as a unique one that must be given total focus to implement basic health policy. The governor's wife also added that she will continue to lead and influence moves to implement basic health policy that will favor women and children in Anambra State.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo has ordered the immediate suspension of the payment of subvention to the Nwafor College of Education in Subwe to the arrears of salary owed the staff of the college are paid. We also have details from our studio.
Was gathered that the staff of the college went home for Christmas holidays with unpaid salary for 3 months, a situation which government said it was unacceptable. In a view of this, The Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chiumude, has directed the bursar of the college to proceed to the office of the Accountant General of the state with the payroll of the college, as arrangements has been made for their payment from SOCS. In another development, the head teacher of United Primary School, Mpo 1, Mrs. Ngozi Okeke, has been asked to step down as the head teacher of the school for collecting the sum of 6,000 naira instead of 1,900 naira for registration of common entrance examination. The Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chiumude, who made the announcement, said that the decision was taken because her action was against the mandate of Governor Chukwuma Soludo that no extra fee should be paid in the primary schools. She has been asked to hand over to the highest ranking teacher in the school.
The Anambra State government says it is worried about the rate of fire incidents being recorded in different parts of the state.
Following the fire incident at Comprehensive Science and Technical College Northia on Friday and at Community Secondary School Northia on Saturday, it maintained that these fire incidents are. This is according to a press statement released on Sunday in Awka and signed by the Commissioner of Special Duties, Honorable Beverly Bazum Kemdiche, following the fire incident at Comprehensive Science and Technical College Northia on Friday and at Community Secondary School Northia on Saturday. It maintained that these fire incidents are avoidable if everyone joins hands to observe the fire safety protocols and reduce the rate of fire outbreaks in the state. The press statement, which called on all residents, business owners, market and town union leaders to implement basic fire safety protocol in their residences, business premises, markets and communities, listed some of the protocols to include clearing of bushes and dry grasses in their surroundings and localities, prevention of indiscriminate bush burning, proper handling of electrical appliances, and installation of fire extinguishers and hydrants. The statement commended the Anambra State Fire Service for prompt interventions in recent fire outbreaks witnessed in the state and for preventing them from turning into disasters and loss of life or property. The state government also restated its readiness to continue to ensure a secured and livable homeland by providing the state fire service the needed modern equipment and fire trucks to continue to fight fires to a standstill in the state.
Ahead of the 2024 World Neglected Tropical Disease Day celebration scheduled to hold today, January 30th, the Parasitology and Public Health Society of Nigeria, PPSN Southeast Zone, has sought the collaboration of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, in the fight against these diseases. Some of them include a newly medically called Buruli ulcer and cursed by a bacteria called Mycobacterium ulcerinus, hookworm, snakebite, rabies from dog, among others. Joseph A. Watcher has detailed.
Speaking when he paid a courtesy visit to the Managing Director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Sachido Bidiegu, the chairman of PPSN Southeast Neglected Tropical Diseases NTDS Committee, Professor Ifeanyi Ike, explained that people do not know much about the tropical diseases, which he noted have been widely eradicated in advanced countries, but still a menace in third world countries. He disclosed that the Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afamo Bidike, will be the keynote speaker at the event that will be held at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, while commending ABS boss for what the station is doing in the information sector of Anambra State and beyond.
The essence of this program is for people to be aware. We create awareness for people to know, and we call on health experts to come and create in general hospitals a special unit for neglected tropical diseases. If it's a snake bite, you know where to take the person to immediately. That's why we are singing this song, going around to sensitize the people. And that's why we know ABS will be of immense assistance in dissemination of this information to our masses, the teeming population of both illiterate and literate masses. Let them know what we are talking about. Today, it's our desire to reach out and disseminate information to some other media outfits to make sure that the people know what is meant by neglected tropical diseases.
The group said that as partners in providing health information, they will be excited to partner and work closely with the station in the fight against NTDS, beginning with the 2024 World NTDS Day celebration. Responding, the Managing Director of ABS, Sachido, who noted that people die because of lack of knowledge, said creating awareness is needed to get people properly informed about the diseases. He commended the group for supporting the Soludo administration to achieve livable and prosperous homeland by helping to ensure that there is a healthy populace, saying that the governor is intentional about what he's doing in the health sector of the state. The ABS boss instantly offered the group opportunity to feature on live programs of the station and further promised the station's partnership with the group in achieving set objectives.
Beings have to be there
Yes.
to enjoy this prosperity, and those people have to be healthy.
Yes.
The healthy citizens are the greatest and most valuable assets any state can have.
That's correct.
And that is why he's investing so much in health, rehabilitating all the 326, in primary health centers in all the 226 wards, employing over 400 the doctors and other health workers. The way he says it is that he wants to end the era of hospitals without doctors and qualified nurses and other health workers.
Part of the PPSN delegation were the coordinator PPSN Southeast Zone, Professor Nkiruka Oji, Secretary Committee on World NTDS Day Celebration, Mrs. Mediatrix Idigo, and a member Committee on World NTDS Day Celebration, Mrs. Loretta Wanesi, while the Acting Director of News and Current Affairs of the ABS, Mrs. Judy Jeff Wabweze, Director of Legal Department, Barrister Julie Amasiatu, among other management staff, joined in receiving the team. In Oka, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control (NAFDAC) has lamented the negative response of a company, Nigeria's food and agricultural products that exported to the European Union, EU, and other countries of the world. It said Nigeria loses billions of naira annually in foreign trade that could have benefited its people in terms of financial and logistic empowerment. It's about 70% of the food products export are rejected because they did not go through NAFDAC regulatory assessment. NAFDAC, in a statement, said its Director General, Mojisola Adeyeye, registered the concerns at a recent meeting with members of the Association of Nigerian Licensed Custom Agents in Lagos. Adeyeye said the agency had analyzed a rapid alert system for food and feed from the EU and observed the most rejected products by the EU that failed relevant tests with not having the right documentation and certifications. She said international market is competitive in nature and only welcomes products of high quality with relevant certifications and quality packaging that is environmentally friendly and beneficial to trade globally. Still to come on the news this morning, 2 vessels are hijacked by Somali pirates are freed. And here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy, and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news returns after this time out. Please join us again.
Ready for school? Yes! My champs, they use energy at school. I know because imagine the energy they may have used up to return home distransformed every day.
Your champs need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast.
It has nutrients that support energy release to help champs get the most out of their active days.
Milo! This is ABS, Heartbeat of the East.
Ready for school? Yes! My champs, they use energy at school. I know because imagine the energy they may have used up to return home distransformed every day.
Your champs need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast.
It has nutrients that support energy release to help champs get the most out of their active days.
Milo! This is ABS, Heartbeat of the East.
Ready for school? Yes! My champs, they use energy at school. I know because Imagine the energy they may have used up to return home distransformed every day.
Your champs need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast.
It has nutrients that support energy release to help champs get the most out of their active days.
Welcome back. One Sri Lankan and one Iranian vessel are reported to have been freed following hijackings by Somali pirates. Seychelles forces rescued a Sri Lankan fishing boat on Monday, according to President Mavel Ramkalawan's office. Meanwhile, the Indian Navy said it had freed an Iranian-flagged fishing vessel. The attacks on the vessels by armed Somali pirates, according to the Seychelles statement, raised a further concern over security in the region's waters amid the war in Gaza. Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels have waged a campaign targeting ships in the Red Sea. Sri Lanka had earlier reported that diplomats were talking with Somali authorities trying to ascertain the whereabouts of fishing vessel and the 6 crew members. The apparent abduction had come 2 weeks after Sri Lanka said it would join the U.S.-led operation to protect merchant vessels sailing in the Red Sea against the Houthi attacks. Meanwhile, the Indian Navy announced that it had freed an Iranian fishing vessel hijacked off the coast of Somalia. Now in sport, the Confederation of African Football has picked Nigerian international Victor Osimhen for a random drug test after his sterling outing against Cameroon in Saturday's round of 16 match of the ongoing AFCON 2023. Osimhen was the driving force in the 2-0 win for the Super Eagles, with his desperation to win the ball. On one of such instances, Osimhen dispossessed a Cameroon defender of the ball and made a low pass to Lickman for the opening goal. He chased down every ball and remained a constant threat to the Cameroon defense throughout his time on the pitch. And that's just about it on the news this morning. But before we go, a quick reminder that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca, follow us on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. A quick recap of our major stories. Wife of Anambra State Governor Mrs. Soludo optimistic shock garment will reduce maternal mortality. Anambra State Government has suspended subvention of nursing over unpaid salaries. Now, DAC is lamenting negative response to Nigeria's food abroad. And on the foreign scene, we told you that 2 vessels have been hijacked by Somali pirates and it has been freed. Remember that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a tututin around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the tax ahead. And that's it on the news this morning. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Good morning.